All right, gang, welcome back to our Skyefin Aquafarm series here on Kinlaig. It is March. $197,000 in the bank at current. I did figure out the whole boat situation. I'm just dumb and evidently just completely missed what I was supposed to be doing there. But that's okay. We'll talk about that here in a second. We'll head down there in a second, I should say. And we're going to put in some of the offshore aquafarming stuff as well today. Probably just one of them, but we'll still, regardless, start that process as well. Field-wise, everything's in relatively good state. We can't put any soybeans in, I don't think, until April, till next month. So our field that we kind of combined, this field over here, the two fields we combined, I should say, they're still going to stay in this current state it's in until the following month. So today is going to be more of, trying to work on getting this offshore aquafarm stuff set up. So let's first of all flip to the boat here. And as you can see, I've got the actual ramp down. I just was literally stupid, and I don't know how I missed this. It's right here. If you hold both left bumper and right bumper in this instance, and then use, well, I have to start the engine first. And then use the right stick up and down. You'll see it moves up and down easily. So just a dumb miss on my part. I don't know how I missed it, but whatever. We at least now have the opportunity, though, to be able to put stuff on there and take it off to our offshore aquafarm that we're going to put down right now. So $125,000, obviously relatively expensive, but I think I'm going to put it, I don't even know really where to put this at. I kind of think here, but at the same time, like I don't really want to drive that far. Like technically it's like it's going to allow me to like go here, which I guess in theory, if I really wanted to do it, I didn't have to necessarily buy the boat if I would have done it like this, but it just doesn't seem, exactly correct to do that. So we're not going to. I'm going to do it at a bit of an angle though. I'm going to start it right around here and then have it going towards the bridge that way. Yeah, something like that. Perfect. All right, so we've got that down. So now we can begin that process. Leads to the $72,000, which is not a ton of money, but it's some, I guess, is how I'll put it. Let's see. Where is our offshore? There it is. Okay, so it needs fish food, young salmon, young trout. So more than likely what we're going to do now at this point is I've got the lakes. I still want to continue to run those lakes, but I think we're going to be doing more of a alternating setup where 1 month we put it into the lakes, and then the next month we take the young trout and we put it into this offshore agriculture, Now what we could do, and I didn't really think about it until just now, but what we could do, I guess, yeah, what we could do is just take the salmon to the offshore and continue to do the lakes for the trout. I guess we could do that approach too. But you know what? I mean, in my eyes, I'm going to do both, I think. And I'm going to put fish food in here too. But we normally have more trout than can be fit into the lakes anyway. So having that understanding, I think we'll continue on doing what we've been doing for the time being, and then maybe eventually we'll be able to bump it up to a little more, if you will. Anyway, how's everyone doing today? Hope you're all doing well. Things are good, man. It's gonna be a real busy day of just kind of moving things around more than anything here. Like I mentioned, we don't really have a whole lot as far as the fields and things go. There's really nothing for us to do. We're just kind of in a waiting pattern right now. For them to be ready to be, harvested or whatever. So, what else can we talk about? Competitive one-tile challenge is going really well. I just put down this Thursday's episode. I highly recommend you check that out. I put something down that it could be a big-time game changer for us. I've done that actually for the last couple of episodes. We've been putting things in that are going to be huge game changers as far as us making a lot more money than we have in the past. And this Thursday is no exception. I think you're really going to enjoy it. I need to bring this back down to the aquafarm here. so we can move those pallets up there. But yeah, things are going well in that series. I think I don't know for sure if I am, but I think I'm starting to actually give myself a really good chance to actually win this thing. Starting to put down lots of productions, lots of things that are going to help us make money. It's putting us in a good spot, in my opinion. I will say, and I'll say something again for Saturday's episode, but next week there will only be one episode of the One Tile Challenge. It's my fault. I'm going to be out of town for a brief weekend, so I won't be able to do the recording on Sundays like we've been doing, right? I told you we kind of bumped up our recordings we do every Tuesday, and then we've been doing Sundays whenever the time permits, but I also said that there's going to be certain circumstances where one of us has got something going on. It's the case this time for me, so we will not have a second One Tile Challenge episode next week. I'll have a different series. I'm not sure if it's this one or the Vanilla Survival or maybe even the Mountain Survival. I don't know, but I'll have something that will replace it. I won't have the time to actually do the recording when all of us can do it on Sundays. So that's the reason why there's only going to be one next week. But like I said, I'll mention that a little bit more in the actual series itself. We kind of restarted the Vanilla Survival a bit. We had issues on it, so we had to kind of switch to a different map. Really liked the map we went to. We actually tried to go to Rinaboo, and then that was a disaster too. It kept having the same kind of issue. So now we're on Osweiler, but really like Osweiler. It's a pretty interesting map. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Now that series itself, since we were around 15 episodes in when we had to kind of make this shift, if you will. More than likely, we are probably just going to keep that series around 15-20 episodes. I mean, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, something along those lines, though. Just because, we already had 15 of the Vanilla Survival, and I don't think we need to make a 30 or 45 episode series on that. But we'll see. If it's really enjoyable and everyone likes it, then maybe I'll change my mind on that statement. But at least right now, the intention is around 15-20 episodes, maybe 25 at most. Got another series that's on the docket. Been running through that with my members. Every month they get one extra video. It's normally what we do is we kind of talk about different ideas that I have, whether it's on paper or in my brain, and then try to put them into the game itself and see if it works. And then take their input and anything they think I should be doing, and try to incorporate that whenever I can. But there's one that we've been doing for the last couple of months here. I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be a really good one. Other than that, everything else is going well, man, on the channel. It really is. We're almost, at the time of this recording, we're almost to 10,000 subscribers. I think we're like 6 away or 5 away, something like that. I will be coming out with a 10,000 subscriber whenever I hit that mark. Special. It'll be kind of a one-off video that hopefully others will want to, take part in, but it's just a one-off video, one video challenge, basically, is what it's going to be. I think it'll be fun. Hopefully it comes to fruition, and what I mean by that is hopefully it, it's on paper. It seems like it would be a good idea, but really haven't tested it out yet. I need to this week. Just haven't had the time to do so yet. But hopefully it comes to fruition and it actually makes sense. If it doesn't, I'll have to pivot and think of something else, I guess. But I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be a fun one-off type of challenge video. There was an idea that I'm not going to spoil anything for Crusty, but we were talking. I'm doing this recording on a Sunday. We have literally just finished doing the competitive One Tile Challenge recording with Crusty and Rusty, and Crusty came up with a pretty unique idea. I'm not sure when or how it will take place. I'm not even sure if it's going to actually work out the way that he is hoping. But it seemed like a very, very interesting type of series that I think you guys will enjoy. I thought it would be a really cool thing to do as a multiplayer setup. So we'll see if that comes to fruition or not. I'm just going to leave it as a bit of a spoiler, but he came up with a pretty unique idea. It might be something that we considered, you know, whenever, it's not anytime soon, but whenever we're done with the competitive one-tile challenge, right? Maybe that replaces that. I don't know. We will see. But yeah, it seemed like something that would be really, really cool. Probably should be picking up all those fish, but at this point, like I've said before, right, we don't really need to sell them. And I'm pretty sure we looked last month, or last episode in this instance, and it's not best to sell those fish for a while, and that's the reason why I haven't picked them up. But let's just double check that statement. Yeah, it's starting to go up, but last month it wasn't good. But it's starting to go up. It's actually not a terrible price, 3,880. Not bad, but we can get the extra $500. We can wait and get the extra $500. There's no reason to not do that. So, okay, so we're gonna head down to the boat here. We're gonna drop the rest of this young trout, the young salmon off, and we'll get that offshore aqua farm started. We will need to get some fish food. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to make a bit of a pit stop here at the shop, pick up some fish food on the way there. Probably buy quite a bit of fish food, if I'm honest with you. I'm probably going to buy $40,000 worth, which will take a lot of the money that we have in our account out. Well, I thought this might be a shortcut. I mean, really, I probably shouldn't be driving through here anyway, but it's going a little bit slower than I expected it to, but I thought we might be able to cut off that whole corner down there by going this route. Maybe I should have went the long way around. Oh, well. Anyway, so we'll buy some fish food because we're going to need it for that offshore aqua farm because I want to do the one with the fish food, as I mentioned. And then we're also going to need it for our lakes here, our trout lake and the aqua farm itself, right? The Skyefin Aquafarm specifically. So we're going to need that fish food for all that, so probably smart for us to buy a bunch. Now, specifically, I haven't really looked into detail how much fish food that offshore aqua farm can hold. I think well, you probably saw it when we put it down because we turned stuff on, but I didn't really look. Okay, 10,000 liters. It doesn't hold that much. All right, so maybe we don't need to buy as much as I was saying. Although it won't hurt for us to have a little bit of extra, right? It won't hurt. Well, I knew that was going to be a disaster right from the beginning, but you know, I tried it anyway. Ended up getting worse after I turned the camera off, and so they're just on the side of the road. And of course, our favorite culprit Byron was involved with that. So yeah, things went well. I'm going to leave it at that. Things went well. So we're going to have to get those, I guess, on the way back. But for now, we need to get some of these fish off here and put them onto the barge. Now, I don't know exactly how this is going to work. I don't know if they just stay on there, if they turn into something else. I really don't know the answer here, but I guess we're going to figure this out together. Well, some of you probably already know. Some of you have probably already done this, but as I've mentioned, I have not. I only did a little research to figure out why I wasn't able to get the ramp down. Figured that out, and I was like, I'll figure the rest out. It won't be that difficult, I hope. But who knows? The issues we've been having, who knows? Alright, so I think let's do a quick autosave here, just in case I screw something up. And, we'll jump down here. We're going to turn on the settings again, just so I can see where I should put anything, if it tells me, which it doesn't look like it is. So if I set them there, what happens? Okay, nothing evidently. Okay, that didn't really do anything. Maybe they... Maybe they just stay here like this? Or maybe I need to actually put them over here on this. It might... these areas here, that might just be for the crane, right? It kind of just seems like they just kind of hang out there, so... I guess we'll get the rest of this unloaded and onto here. I thought for a minute, but then I saw those little... I don't even know what you would call them. Like barrier-like things there. It's like, maybe I can just back the trailer on the actual barge itself, but I don't think that's going to work exactly right. Now, we do have a bit of a... we got a bit of a problem, I guess, now. We're going to have this back down here, which is where really its rightful position is, or rightful spot is. We just borrowed it for quite a while for the store. Now we don't have this at the store, right? And I don't really want to drive this back and forth every time. It's a bit of a... It's slow. So, you know, it would take a while to go back and forth driving this thing. So I don't really necessarily think I want to do that. I think I'm going to leave it back down here now for the time being. But we got to figure something out for the shop, because for a little while, at least, we are certainly not going to have enough money, or well, enough, I guess, not money's not the right answer, but enough items to have, you know, to get our fish food production going, right? We're not going to have enough for it. So, what I might end up doing, since I do have the liftable bale and pallet mod on, and really we just need it for the fish food, because that doesn't have, the fish food itself doesn't have any kind of compatibility with the autoload, or not the autoload, the liftable bale and pallet mod. So since, you know, we don't really need it at our yard or at the aqua farm, because we have that, although I'd like to do it the, you know, the more realistic way, I might just move that pallet fork to the shop, at least for the time being. That, or perhaps we consider buying another one. We don't have a whole lot of money, though. I spent a lot of money on the fish food right now, so yeah, I don't know. I guess the other thing is, once I get this, I guess I'm going to have to bring the forklift with us over there. I was like, I don't know how I'm going to get these off the barge. I guess I could use the crane, I guess, but I don't think I really want to use the crane, personally. But I guess if I have to, right? I'm just not very good. Oops, sorry. I hit the microphone, gang. Whoa! Well, you could have saw that coming, I guess. I'm not very good at those crane. If it works, and I'm assuming it does. Any way, like some of the forestry stuff, the cranes for that, you know, work where you're picking up the logs and stuff. I'm just not the greatest at that. I'm really bad at it. As a matter of fact, I'm worse at that than I am stacking bales. So I'm just not sure I'm ready to try that, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. Come on. Nope. Okay. There we go. Alright, there's one more fish pallet up here that we missed. We gotta get that, and then we're good to go and take these to the offshore and get that started. Which I'm excited for. I don't think there's gonna be a whole lot else to look at besides what you already saw. I think it's just gonna be... Well, okay. Evidently that's too far away. Okay, well, there. Now it's not. In other words, I think once we put these in there, I don't think it's, you know, a whole lot's going to change. It already has fish in there swimming around, even though we have no fish in there. So I'm not sure there's going to be a whole lot really else to look at, but I guess we'll take a look and see. Well, we're going to bring this with us. Why not? Can I please jump? Thank you. And this should be a pretty easy turn for us to go over here and drop these off. It's just it's a slow moving machine, if you will. Okay, can we go forward, please? Maybe? Thank you. It's relatively realistic as far as how the boat operates, right? Once you go backwards for a while, you're going to be in that groove. It's hard to get going the other way. It's very similar in this instance. Hard to get this thing to stop. Now, I don't exactly know how's this going to work. Because it looks like the drop-off point is there. It is there. How does this work? I mean, I hope I can just go on this platform here and it mimics the same type of thing. I hope. Well, I guess we're gonna find out here, huh? What is happening there? How do I very confused right now. I guess maybe I should have watched something. Okay. Maybe you have to use the crane? I mean, why would you have the ramp if you have to use the crane, though? I mean, this isn't going to work. I don't even know why I'm trying this. No, that ain't working. We knew that. Alright, I guess I'm going to have to go figure out what I'm doing here. I guess I'll be back. Okay, so I didn't watch a video or anything, but it appears, if you look at the menu here, and we go to aquaculture here, transporting the fish, use the forklift to sell the crates of fish at the fish market, or use the crane to load them onto the big cargo ship for delivery to the offshore aquafarm. So it appears to me, just by reading that, as simple as that, that you have to use the crane. I'm not sure why then it has the ramp. I guess maybe because that's, you know, how a normal boat would have, but it seems kind of pointless if I'm not able to, you know, just drive this up in here, and maybe I'm doing something wrong. There very well could be the thing. Oh, now I can't get. Oh, wonderful. Now I'm in trouble.
But see, I would have thought, you know, just setting it here would have done the trick, but I don't know. I don't even understand here. I've screwed everything up royally, evidently. So, I guess what I'm going to do now is I'll just back this over to here for right now, just get it out of the way. And I guess we'll start the crane here and see what happens, I guess. I'm not sure I'm going to love this if I have to do this every time, you know. I'm assuming I have to get into the crane. This looks very similar to what you do for... Why can I not jump? What in the world? Why is it not letting me jump? There we go. That was weird. Alright, enter passenger vehicle. Okay. I guess we'll give this a shot. So I guess mount pallet to crane. Well, I guess, okay. Well, I mean, I guess I need to drive this thing. This has turned into a mess. I do not think I'm going to like this. Unfortunately. Alright, let's move the boat here. Put that up. And then I guess we'll move the boat over to here and have to, you know, unload it with the crane, I guess. It's the only thing we really can do. Come on, drive forward. Let's go. I don't really know what that's for. I guess it's for if the area is maxed out, I guess. It's just like a storage area, I guess is all that's really for. I don't see any other reason for that to be there. And it still won't let me jump. For some reason. Can we stop moving? Okay. This is going disastrously. I did not think it was going to be this difficult. Why are we moving still? I don't understand why it won't let me jump. Like, that is a weird thing. I have to get in here, and then if I'm over here, it lets me jump. Oh, please. Passenger, thank you. Okay, how do I... Here we go. I wish I could mount... I wish I could do more than just one. Yep, I'm gonna have to do this every time. And you have to do one at a time, too? Oh, this is... I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I guess I'll get better with it at time, as time goes on, I guess, right?
We're still moving. I mean, it's working. It's just I don't love it. I don't love it. I don't. What are we doing? No. What are we doing? Whoa. What in the world are we doing here? I started folding it up for some reason. I have to move the boat again. We're still moving. No, quit. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to attach, and he keeps saying, fold and unfold crane. Okay, please. Thank you. I gotta move the boat. The boat's too far behind. Well, I don't think I need these on anymore. I think I've pretty much got the thing. Oh, well, that went great. Wonderful. Did they just accept it? Did they just accept it? It just disappeared. I don't think it did accept it. Oh, maybe it did. I don't know. Oh, boy. I don't think I'm going to be expanding our offshore aquafarming anytime soon, gang. I just don't like this. This is not for me. Which is a bit unfortunate, right? But at least we're doing it, right? At least we're doing it. Oh my gosh, do not unfold. Thank you.
What did it take that one so slowly for? Alright, I'm gonna get the rest of these in here, gang. Alright, so I found a little trick here. I positioned the barge over here, if you will, or the boat over here, and I'm just kind of picking the ones up that I can by hand. And works a lot easier than utilizing the crane. Now I am still going to use the crane to get the actual fish food over there, because there's no liftable, like I said, on those, but for the bulk of the stuff, I should be able to set it up like this moving forward and be in a lot better shape. You know, I really don't have a problem, I guess, moving the equivalent of 4 of those fish food things with the crane. That's a little bit more reasonable than having to do as many as I'm doing right now. But moving forward, this is going to be our way. I'm going to have to just do the cheaty area, which is utilizing the liftable, because I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. The young salmon is maxed out in there, which is great. We've got more fish food we have to carry over there, and that's fine. We will do that, but this has worked out much easier, or much better for us, I guess is how I should put it. Okay. Young salmon is at its max point. And we just got to move another pallet or 2 of the... I think I'm just going to move all the fish food, if I'm honest with you. That way I don't have to worry about it anymore. Nope, nope, nope. Thank you. All right, this should be. This is the way to do it, gang. This is the way to do it. It's a bit annoying to get into these fish foods over here, but this is the way to do it, 100%. Oh no no no! You please. Why are you not raising up? Okay, hold on a second. Maybe I'm doing something wrong here. Why is it not? Why is it not? Oh, we're drifting too far away. That's what it is. Okay. Alright. That makes more sense. I was like, why can't I go any further than that? But we're drifting too far away. Still won't let me jump. So weird. It's very weird. It's not letting us go way up in the air anymore, but I guess I don't necessarily need to be that much further in the air, I guess. Okay, one more to go. We can do this. One more to go, gang. One more to go. This has been a disaster of an episode, but one more to go. I really dislike the crane. I've said that a number of times, I know, but I just... This is not my favorite thing in the world to do. Okay. We're done. We are done with all that. We just have to take this back now. Whew. Man. I absolutely despised every bit of that. I really don't think I'm going to be doing a whole lot more of that. Anyway, we've got the aqua farm going, I guess is how I should put it. The aqua farm is up and running, which is a good thing. I'm glad I didn't put that any further away, because remember at one point we were talking about maybe we put it over, you know, near where the aqua farm is, just right off the shore or something there. I am so happy we didn't do that. Alright, we got the barge back where it needs to be. Let's get the forklift off of this thing. We still got to get all those fish food pallets that are on the side of the road still. But I might end up leaving that for later. I'm going to put this over here. We're going to leave this here. I mentioned that. This is back where it really needs to be anyway. This is where it belonged. We just borrowed it for a very long period of time. Here's what I want to think about. How is the rest of our stuff doing? How much fish food do they need? Or are they okay? Because we spent way too long doing what we just did. I mean, that spent way too long. They're okay. They're okay. So I tell you what, gang, we'll leave the episode at this point. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you smash the like, subscribe button in case you've yet to do so. They're free. They help me out an absolute ton. Thanking my members. Cannot thank them enough. There's a link down below. If you are interested, you get early access to videos like this one, including the popular competitive one-tile challenge. Thoughts, questions, comments, ideas, you know drill. Let me know down below how terrible I am at all this. Make sure you let me know that as well, because I know there will be comments. I am terrible at that. That was awful. But nonetheless, it was an experience. Let's put it that way. Just one I don't think I'm going to want to partake in too much longer. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your continued support as always. We'll see you next time.